We are audiostack.ai.
Combining AI writing, the best synthetic voices,
with production and delivery.
Be it ads, podcasts, or VOs for video.
Just like this ad.
How would you utilize AI audio? For free.
Go to audiostack.ai/contest.
Give us just a few details.
And you could replace this spot and be heard by millions.
See webpage for T's and C's. audiostack.ai/contest.
Welcome to the Kellyanne Cares podcast, a one-of-a-kind show created to become your number one tool for your personal growth and business development. My name is Kelly, former pro makeup artist and luxury travel expert turned multi-passionate entrepreneur. My purpose is to get you organized to become the most productive version of yourself in both business and life. I'm here to show you that if you manifest, visualize, and put in the work, your dreams will indeed turn into a reality. Tune in to hear raw, unfiltered conversations from myself as well as my expert guests as we discuss our wins and losses, habits and routines, and what keeps us motivated, stimulated, and inspired. I promise to add value, raise awareness, help you take action, and incorporate more wellness into your day. Life is short. Invest in yourself. Make your own rules. Create your own happiness. And most importantly, enjoy the ride. Buckle up. Today's podcast experience starts now. Hello, and welcome back to a brand new episode of the Kellyanne Cares podcast. I'm your host, Kellyanne Gorman, and I'm so excited to have you here because it has been quite a crazy few months. And I'm definitely feeling better, but up until, honestly, this morning when I got the results from an ultrasound for my thyroid, I was like going through it. So for those of you that don't know, I have anxiety, depression, and PTSD. I struggle with it daily. Most of the time I'm good, but some things until I get triggered really set me off. And why I have these is because I was misdiagnosed with 2 diseases that I was overdosed with chemo for, along with like 13 prescription medications. And you can find out that whole story earlier on the show. But I was just set off. I was triggered and I can't deal with any more health issues. I don't know if it was my cortisol, my thyroid, or what. And I had to get all these labs done again. And I'm just like going back like 7 years ago, when I launched this show, like, oh my God, I'm going to die. I'm so sick. Like, the worst thoughts ever. So I've just been like going through it. And my birthday was last week. We're currently celebrating the 7th year of this show. But the other day I sent out, so my birthday was last Monday, the official 7-year anniversary, which there's new shows coming so soon. So sit tight to celebrate that along with series and everything. So my birthday was last Monday and I took the week offline with the exception of doing my clients' tasks and sitting on Threads. I've met the most incredible people on Threads. It's like being on Twitter. It's like did my accent just come out? Because I'm so tired. It's like being on Twitter, now X, like 15 years ago, 12 years ago, in my blogging days. So it's just crazy. I'm enjoying it, but I needed a hiatus from like all other platforms because honestly, I just don't care. If you're not in my community and you don't have anything to offer, like I don't care. I turned 46. I'm closer to 50. I want to spend my time doing things I really enjoy, and sitting on the internet is not one of them. With, however, now the exception of Threads. It's crazy. It's the only thing that's like making me happy. It made me want to create content again. It made me want to engage with people again. Like all my other platforms, like I just kind of disappeared from, and I needed a week to like figure out like what I really wanted to do for the rest of the year, because a lot of my goals that I had, I haven't hit them. I was depressed about that. I was depressed about my father passing away. I was depressed about being sick and having all these health issues again, like one after the next. I had a breast cancer scare. Then I had this thyroid issue. So this morning, the good news is that I am good to go. Like there's no nodules, there's no lymph nodes showing. It's just I have Hashimoto's, so it's acting up. And one of the next episodes I'm actually going to share with you is this 5-day detox I did. Like I cut out everything that was inflaming me, and I'm eating very differently now. Like I'm talking 100 to 130 grams of protein per day. I'm trying really hard, minimum to do 100. And it's literally a job, by the way. So stay tuned for that episode because I can't wait to share with you like my results and like all the vegan proteins and all the shit that I've had to research. I don't want you to have to do that. Just listen to the show and then go shopping and get what you need to get and then eat and exercise and you'll be on your merry little way like me, hopefully, right? So now I have the hiccups. I feel them coming. Anyway, I just missed you so much. If you're tuning in and you're new, I'm so glad you're here. I have taken like a month off. And again, this is my 7th year podcasting, so you've got to take some breaks, especially when you're consistently writing. My next book is coming out. I launched Coloring Collins, my coloring book collection. Like there's just so much that has been going on behind the scenes, getting interviewed for publications I just posted. And I want to share all that with you because I miss my show. It's like my child and I just like couldn't record. I was so depressed and I just go through waves with that. And I wanted to send a very open and honest and like raw message to you and my community. And I have it on Substack, and that is where I'm going to be spending more time posting exclusive episodes for the show, different business series, just overall more content. So if you are not a part of my community on Substack, I will leave the link in the show notes for you. But this is where I posted this newsletter, this post yesterday. And by the way, it took me 3 days to write because I wasn't sure I wanted to add like all of it. But I'm like, if I'm sitting here like twiddling my thumbs, like just post it. Just it's on your heart. You feel it in your gut. Like you knew there was a reason to share it. You wake up early, you write from bed, and you just do it. So I left it all in there. So I wanted to, that was my stomach. Did you hear that? I don't know why it's making that noise because I literally just ate and I just worked out, which is the only reason why I'm recording in evening time. Normally I wouldn't have the strength and energy for that. But also eating more protein, I do have more energy and strength and my mind is working better, like my brain. It's weird. So that episode is coming. 1 or 2 more shows, I think. But it'll be coming this week for sure. So stay tuned. I mean, I have a list of shows I've been meaning to record for a month, and they're all coming now. So, because I feel better. So I want to share them with you. So the first thing I want to share with you is From Silence to Success. This is what I wrote on Substack. And also, if you are a part of my newsletter, email community, and LinkedIn, you did get it there as well. So on Substack is where I'm going to be posting more exclusive content specifically for this show. So again, check the show notes for the link there and come on over and join us. But for right now, I'm literally just going to read you what I wrote because I think it's important if you don't receive these emails from me or you're not a part of the community yet, that you hear about, what's been going on. So I'm just going to read it. Okay, ready, set, go. Okay, so From Silence to Success. I've been sitting in silence so much lately that it's almost scary. My birthday was last Monday. I turned 46. I haven't been online since. No content creating, no podcasting, no writing, no answering messages, emails, or texts. Not even to the closest people I have in my life. I had to be quiet for a minute to honestly gain my confidence back, and today I think it's important that I share this with you today. I know the above sounds really messed up, and I know that I have a thing where I push people away, especially when my depression decides to show up for a visit. Now this time, once again, I'm dealing with another health issue. After having 6 mammograms a few months ago and a 2-week time span, 5 in one day, that's insane, I was scared and of course thought the worst, as we do. I'm back here again waiting for the results from my thyroid ultrasounds. Fingers crossed I don't have to wait much longer. So as I just mentioned, I'm in the clear. So I'm just waiting for a referral for another specialist, but I'm good to go, thank God. I'm tired all the time. Mentally, physically, emotionally, I'm tired of the changes I want so badly that keep coming to a stop because life is happening for me, not to me, right? However, I do know that this is part of the healing process and the journey that I need to be on right now. I need to stop comparing myself to other women in their 40s and do what is best for me right now. That part is so hard. And by that, I mean going on Facebook and seeing all of my friends have kids, like literally going to college, when I'm trying to figure out if adoption is my next step. 6 months ago, I sat down with the best intentions to do all the things, aka plan out my 2024 goals. And if I look at my list, maybe 2 of them were completed. Am I hard on myself? Absolutely. Do I put in the work? That and some. But something keeps holding me back. Obviously, it's me. I know this, and I'm working so hard on this as we speak. Life is happening. I am exhausted. I don't want to show up online. I don't want to create content. I don't want to open my inbox to go through every single flagged email from last week that I still need to answer, but I will. I just want to write in the moment and be real with you here. This comes in waves, and that is too absolutely okay. I wanted to share this with you because there are no rules. I wrote that in my book, Everything is Messy. We must be true to ourselves, stay focused, and be okay with pivoting, and know that it will all work out the way it should. I've spent the last few days on Threads, and it makes me love connecting with random strangers once again. I saw hope, a light, and a little bit more happiness that truly comes from within when I'm helping people. Just being real, sharing real life stories, and maybe suggestions. I missed that so much. There's so much chaos on the internet as well as the world, and as an empath, I can feel it. Everything just feels too much right now, and I don't want to add to that. I saw a clip of Mel Robbins the other day, and she said this: 3 things to come to terms with in life. If they wanted to, they would. No response is a response. Not everyone has the same values as you. This hit me hard as well because we all know that the truth hurts. As getting older is difficult sometimes, especially when it comes to friendships. At least that's how I feel. I need to spend more time alone, with myself, with my thoughts, and continue on this healing journey. This is what I know my mind, body, business, and overall life need. It's the first thought on my mind. Getting back to my amazing morning routine, I decided to start slacking on. My sound baths, stretches, Pilates, dry brushing, oil pulling, everything I'm always talking about. Being around kids all the time has brought up some intense childhood trauma that I'm currently working through, which is also quite exhausting to process. Father's Day also hit me hard. Oh my God, I hope I don't cry. I haven't had a relationship with my father. This is when I cried writing this because I don't know. It's too much. Okay. Laughter is always my go-to form of healing, should I say? Okay, so Father's Day also hit me hard. I haven't had a relationship with my father since 2017, but then a few months ago, I found out he passed away, but a year prior. Yes, you are reading this correctly. No one told me, not one person. I know I have buried those feelings, and that's not good. I need to find a way to make peace with that situation and move on as best as I can. Everyone's family has intense situations, but over the past 2 years, I have discovered things I guess I never realized or I chose not to see or believe, so there's that as well. I guess the whole point of this message today is to share my thoughts with you and let you know where I've been, what I've been up to, and most importantly, I want you to know that you are not alone. Everyone is struggling. Everyone. They may not show it or seem to be, but those like me are usually the ones best at hiding it. So please check on your friends. It's very important. As I mentioned earlier, I'm not online really except for being on Threads. I have a whole page worth of shows I need to record, so hopefully I can get to some of those this week. Props to me because I'm doing that right now. I really want to. Really want to. I just need to take it one day at a time right now. My PTSD is through the roof right now because of this thyroid situation, but once again, I'm over that hurdle, and hopefully this week I can breathe again, which now I can breathe. You can hear it in my voice, and I'm just excited to be here, and I'm excited you're listening right now because a few days ago, I didn't think that was in the cards for me. I will keep you posted on my test results and hopefully be able to pop back in your inbox later this week with a much lighter note, which, again, I'm good to go now. Thank you so much for reading and right now listening because this was a long one. And please know, everyone you know is going through something right now. Even if you can't see it, it's happening. Just be kind to everyone around you. Always check on the ones you love. It makes such a difference. Hopefully later this month, I will have the energy to create some content with the 2,000 images and videos. I don't even know if it's 2,000. I think it's more like 4. 2,000 images and videos sitting in my camera roll from the last few months. Do something for you this week. You deserve it. One last note. I have some press and a promo I would like to share with you. I was recently interviewed for an article on how to increase the odds of success. You can read that here. So again, that will be in the show notes. It's on Canvas Rebel, and you can check that article out. I have decided to keep my Everything is Messy birthday personal growth promo until the end of the month, as I think it's such a wonderful tool for your own personal growth, and all the bonuses that come along with it are so worth it if I do say so myself. So if you don't know what Everything is Messy is, it's my personal growth book that I launched in the middle of the pandemic. And for $27, you receive a digital copy of the book, a 10-step productivity and goal achieving guide, my universal spreadsheet for both personal and professional use. It's completely customizable so that you can track your home expenses, your business numbers. I actually use this every month to track my performance online with my podcast, as well as profits and losses. You can use it for camp expenses, groceries, just see where your money is going. My version of it, I've been using this for years. All of my clients have it as well. And every first of the month is when I sit down and do all of my end of month numbers and business stuff and personal stuff. So I track my numbers. So if you need a visual, I have so many videos of that online. And this is the best deal. You're getting a 30-minute personal growth coaching call, or business or podcasting, whatever you want to chat about with me, that you can schedule at the link in the show notes available to you right now. The price for my hourly calls is $400. So that right there is $200 plus all the other documents in the book you're getting for only $27. And we all know that I talk a lot, so the 30-minute call, it's going to be an hour. And I also like to over-deliver. I'm not going to be like, time's up. I'm going to be like, what else do we need to do to help you get to where you need to be at right fucking now? That's what we're about to do. That's what I want to do for you. And it's crazy because when I'm going through mental health issues and my PTSD is triggered and everything is through the roof, I'm on fire with my clients' content and whatever they need from me. But mine suffers. Is that not the strangest thing? I need to ask one of my clients. She's a psychotherapist. I'm sure she has a wonderful answer for me. So I'll report back to you on that. So if you want to grab your Everything is Messy promo bundle, it's only $27. And again, it comes with the Microsoft Excel customizable spreadsheet, my 10-step personal productivity and goal achieving guide, the actual copy of the book, and coaching valued at $200 to $400. Most likely we're going to do a 60-minute call. So that right there is worth $400. And you get it today for only $27. And the spots are very limited. And if you go to my calendar to book your time and they don't work out for you, all you need to do is just shoot me a text. The number is always in the show notes, the hotline number, so that we can connect. Or you can just DM me anywhere online and we'll figure out a time that works best for you. Because I really want to make sure we get you to where you want to be at in life. Right now, there's no reason to be waiting. So then at the end of this email, I wrote the previous episodes, which if you haven't heard them, I'll share them with you now. So the last episode was actually all about mental health, and I titled it Breaking the Silence, Navigating Mental Health Challenges. So that again is all about my anxiety, depression, and PTSD. So you can tune back for that. And I do talk a lot about mental health in this show. I think it's very important. I'm a huge advocate. So just doing a show like that, because it was May, I'm not going to just do one. I'm always talking about it because I always want to help somebody that's struggling, The episode before that was titled Vision Realignment, Navigating Back to Your Purpose. And before that, it was episode 358, Colorful Ventures Inside the Pages of Coloring Collins, which again is my coloring book collection. And there are 3 out now. The 4th is on its way. There are fruit and veggies for toddlers. There are unicorns. For the fruits and veggies coloring book is 2 to 4. The unicorn is 4 to 8. And the space coloring book is 8 to 12. The 4th that's coming is dedicated and being designed specifically for children with special needs. And I think that one's going to be incredible. And before that, my episode 357 was Return to the Mic, Behind the Break. Again, why I took another break. And share one last episode with you, episode 356, titled Increase Your Productivity in 2024, Goals, Tools, and Strategies. That episode is getting so many downloads lately. So I think it's important, if you haven't listened to that, to do so, and definitely take advantage of that $27 promo for my book, because you honestly are saving $400 if you're getting coaching with me. And I really want to help you get to where you want to be at in life. And you'll also get the 10-step productivity and goal achieving guide. And I just released a whole series to coincide with that as well, which you can find on YouTube. And the playlist is there, so you can find that. It's super simple. It's 10 steps. And it's really like follow along, journal, and figure it out. And I'm just really excited to share that with you. So coloringcollins.com, or if you go to Coloring Collins on Instagram, you can find my Amazon author page, and all the books are listed there. Or if you just go to my Amazon storefront, the coloring books are listed there as well. And I'm excited for my next personal growth book that is going to be coming out very soon. Pre-sale is right around the corner. I should write another book about what it's like to write a personal growth book, because it's very traumatic when you're going through pivotal times in your life to write about it so that you can help somebody else. It's crazy. Nobody talks about that shit. And I was talking about it with my client, who is a psychotherapist, and it's crazy. Like, you think you could just sit down and write. No, you were like going through it and need to come out on the other end, like while you are writing a book to help thousands of other people. Like, it's just crazy, like what you actually experience, like in the moment. So let me look at my notes to make sure I got everything for you. I'm pretty sure I did. But the most important thing I want to leave you with is like a couple things. One, thank you for being here. I really appreciate your time, and I'm so glad to have you as part of the Kellyanne Cares community. And if you enjoyed this show or any others, if you could just leave a review over on Apple Podcasts or Spotify or wherever you're listening, YouTube, I'd really, really appreciate that, because the more reviews and traction, especially in that area, the more the show becomes visible so that others can see the content that they're searching for. And that's why I'm doing this. And second, please grab your Everything is Messy promo bundle, because it's only $27 and we get to hang out on the phone for an hour and you don't have to pay $400. Like, it's a huge savings. I'm going to help you get organized to become the most productive version of yourself, both personally and professionally. I'm so excited to finally have my calendar open again to be taking calls. Like, I'm just honestly so excited. And then what else? Substack community. The link will be in the show notes. All the exclusive episodes, the business series, all the new content, that's always going to be available on Substack. So definitely join that community. Coloring Collins. You can visit Amazon storefront or my author page. My calendar's open. I'm available for coaching and consulting. And if you want to talk to me in real time, come join me on Threads, because that's where I'm at. So thank you from the bottom of my heart for being here today, and maybe for the past 7 years. It's been quite a wild ride, and happy 7 years to the Kellyanne Cares podcast. I'm going to do another episode to celebrate that. And also the next episode is going to be for the inflammatory detox I kind of did for myself. How I'm eating, the cortisol, the vitamin D, like all the supplements, like what I'm doing to make me feel good now as a closer to 50-year-old woman. That's also something that's bothering me. So I'm going to do another episode on that too. There's a lot of episodes coming. See, this is why you need to take a break, because then you give your mind and your body and your business and your life time to reset, and then you come back even better, right? At least that's how I feel. Anyway, thank you for listening. I appreciate you so much. If this episode did anything for you and you feel like it's going to help somebody else that you know, share it with them. And feel free to tag me online. I have so much coming up the second half of this year I'm just so excited about. And you're going to be the first one to know. So make sure you join us over on Substack, and I will see you in the next show. Thanks for tuning in to the Kellyanne Cares podcast. I would love your thoughts on today's episode. Head to Apple Podcasts, YouTube, or your favorite podcast app to rate and review. And don't forget to subscribe so you get notified as soon as a brand new show is live. For more information on myself, the podcast, my book, programs, and brand, visit kellyannecares.com. While you're there, be sure to grab your free 10-step productivity and goal achieving guide, join the podcast community, and check out the brands I'm currently loving. Let's continue today's conversation. You can connect with me over on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and LinkedIn at Kellyanne Gorman Official. All my other social handles will be available for you in the show notes. We're switching things up this season, and I'm so excited. Head to Spotify right now and check out the latest poll and Q&A. If you have a product, brand, story, or service you would like to share on the show, send me a message on kellyannecares.com today. As always, thank you so much for listening, sharing, and reviewing. It truly means the world to me. Talk soon.
We are audiostack.ai.
Combining AI writing, the best synthetic voices,
with production and delivery.
Be it ads, podcasts, or VOs for video.
Just like this ad.
How would you utilize AI audio? For free.
Go to audiostack.ai/contest.
Give us just a few details.
And you could replace this spot and be heard by millions.
See webpage for T's and C's. audiostack.ai/contest.